Atlantic.
Okay, we're back with part...
Hello, welcome back! Sorry.
With part 24. Let's open with the news, as we always do. The Whole Sword Post. After you, sir.
Alright. Gloria Tori rises to the task. Ooh. Following the unforeseen departure of Peter Vectern, President Rain has picked Gloria Tori as his new vice president. Mrs. Tori is a well-known figure among the USP members, and she is current leader of the conservative wing of the party. She has served as the Speaker of the Grand National Assembly for many years and brings a proven track record to the table. Mrs. Tori will begin serving her post immediately in the administration.
Alright, the radical. Here we go, they don't like her. It's official. Gloria Tori is the new vice president of Swordland. Of all the candidates, we are amazed that she is the final pick of President Ray. She certainly has experience, but the dynamic in between them leaves much to be desired as the two leading figures of our country. Regardless, we can say with certainty that Mrs. Tori will be much better vice president than Peter Vectern. Alright, well that's kind of praise, I suppose.
Kind of a backhanded compliment?
Yeah.
Like giving her praise and dirty words kind of thing?
Yeah. Alright, so Vesord over here. Meditation of a dispute.
No, mediation.
Not
meditation.
Yeah, alright, yeah. Mediation between a dispute. Alright, I arrived in the city of Vesord with my new vice president, Gloria, after receiving an emergency meeting request from Iosif and Lilius. Okay, I have seen reports of a recent issue that rose between the Swordish police forces and the gendarmerie units in the city. The report said that an opinion against a drug trafficking gang in Vesord failed due to miscommunication. It was not hard to guess what this meeting was going to be about. We entered the city hall and made our way to the second floor. I could hear Iosif and Lilius' voices echoing through the hall. Okay, I opened the doors to the meeting room. The two ministers did not even realize. This is unacceptable. How dare the police meddle in the affairs of the gendarmerie?
It was your man who started this ridiculousness and meddled with an ongoing police investigation.
Their voices were getting louder and louder. Rural security is my jurisdiction, and your men were way outside of Vesord. Ministers!
Yeah,
it's me. Don't worry.
Yeah, sorry, I was...
Stop your bickering in front of Mr. President. We will get nowhere if you continue with this behavior. Mr. President, Mrs. Vice President. Apologies, but Mrs. Graff here fails to understand her place.
No, Mr. Lancia, you are the one who does not understand his place. If you continue to do so, you will pay for it one day.
That's enough. Calm down, both of you, I suppose.
Yeah, let's start with that.
Well,
I am trying really hard to stay calm, Mr. President.
Miss Graff, you are pushing your boundaries. Okay, well, ladies first?
Yep, why not? Mr. Greiser was tasked with the investigation of a drug trafficking ring in downtown Vesord. We found the evidence of a drug stash located in the outskirts of the city. We had to act quickly to put an end to the criminals we have been watching for some time. So we immediately sent our police units to catch them and find the drugs in the compound. Mr. Lancia and his gendarmerie did not notify us that they were also moving against the same target.
Alright, so yeah, okay.
As a result, criminals got away and we lost months of progress. Isn't there a line of communication between you?
Yeah.
There is, but the Minister of Defense decided to avoid notifying the police department about the planned raid.
The same could be said about you because the reports show that you knew about the gang and their stash in the countryside. I started tapping at the table with my fingers.
How do we solve this issue so it's not happening again? What's it about you both incompetent? We're getting nowhere. We need to find a middle ground.
How do we solve? Yeah. There you go.
I think this was the last drop. Internal security matters should be handled by Ministry of Interior completely. We are called the Ministry of Interior for a reason. We can't let any more screw-ups like this happen again.
She looked at me.
I want the gendarmerie to be transferred to the Ministry of Interior.
And he says, "What? Woman, are you out of your goddamn mind?" Isif turned red with anger. He composed himself for a bit after a moment. "I have to agree with Mrs. Graff. If we unify the command, our internal security will improve. There is no question to that. Look, Mrs. Torrey, I know you are new at this, and there is much that we're not briefed about, but I don't have to be briefed to see common sense, Mr. Lancier. I would also like to remind you that it is Miss Vice President to you." Ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. I won't hand over the gendarmerie to her. Out of the question.
Why? Because it makes sense. I agree that gendarmerie has been part of the Ministry of Defense for years. Do you have a better solution? Well, do you have a better solution?
There we go. Whenever operations overlap, we should engage at a lower rank with the local officers on both sides.
We could work on establishing that, but it still doesn't change the wrong system that exists now. No matter what we need to eliminate this gray area and modernize our internal security.
Now I see what's going on here. Lilia set us up to create this incident. Oh no. Lilia bit her lips. That is going too far. What proof do you have? There is no way that the police has arrived at the right time of a month-long search on the exact day and minute that the gendarmerie had a raid on. This is just a conspiracy theory. Let's take it down a notch.
Let's take it down a notch, yeah. This kind of an accusation is unheard of. It's nonsense. If I were you, I wouldn't believe a word Mr. Lancia says, Mr. President.
Heed my word, Mr. President. When dealing with these situations, you need to always look at who gets what out of it. Yeah.
I won't stand idle by these utterly ridiculous and baseless accusations. I don't have time for this. What is your decision?
What do we reckon? Okay, it's not giving us an option 3 to lower the choice making down to lower ranks, which I thought it might do.
I was same thought as well, and also when she bit her lip when Joseph said she set this up.
Yeah.
But then again, if there is no change, wouldn't that be kind of going with Joseph's idea of going lower rank?
I guess.
Because Lilia's wanted the gendarmerie to be under her command.
Yeah, she does, yeah.
Which is number 1.
Yeah.
And number 2 is basically going Joseph's line.
Yeah, I suppose. Okay, well, what do you reckon, Terra? The armed police going back to being police, or should they stay part of the military? Because I think we were saying that the gendarmerie at this precise time Yeah, because
Well,
didn't we set them up? Didn't we set them up as like some kind of neighborhood militia?
yeah, something along those lines, and I think we
Yeah,
also had something with Bluddish
yeah,
uh, departments, I guess,
yeah,
to help with the traditions and unwritten laws and all that to kind of smooth that out.
yeah. So the risks still exist to keep the gendarmerie part of the military, but I mean,
But I do agree with having the gendarmerie transferred to Ministry of Interior
in principle, yes,
would increase the efficiency.
yeah. But then you end up with a very militarized police force. So it's
Yeah,
six
there
of
is a
one,
risk
half a
of
dozen
that.
of the other. Really, I mean, it's
But I mean, Joseph is our military commander,
he is,
if I
he
if I
is.
don't remember. So I would say we keep it as it is and just work on improving communications
Yeah.
instead. You are making a mistake.
Thank you for protecting the structure and authority of the Ministry of Defense. Boom.
I want those criminals to be caught immediately. From now on, work together and don't fight among each other. I want capable and effective members of cabinet. There are bigger issues at hand that need attention. Focus on them instead of each other. No, number two, I would say.
Yeah.
You will work together and you will make it work.
Yeah.
We will do our best. Right, Mr. Lancia?
That's right, Miss Graff. I left the room to attend the next scheduled meeting. All right. That was quick.
I would say that went somewhat well.
Yeah. All right. So let's have a look. Read the report from Benfi. League of Women extends thanks.
Ooh.
Swordish League of Women has thanked us for the personal donation. The spokesperson said, well, our wife is the spokesperson. So, President Rain, thank you for your contributions to our cause and to the First Lady Monica, who pushed our agenda forward on the national stage. Right, okay.
Okay, that was
Interesting. And
Ooh.
the read report from Narble. Community police reduces drug trade. There we go. Reports from Narble indicate that the presence of the community police has had a positive impact on crime, with the area seeing a noticeable reduction in drug trade and drug possession arrests.
Nice.
Okay.
Things are starting to look up a little bit.
Maybe.
For once.
All right. Let's have a look. Briefing
Well, I
on the
mean,
current...
so far we haven't had a bad report.
Yeah, I suppose. On the current healthcare situation. Now this
Ah,
this guy wasn't so
Okay.
incompetent. Yeah, he was okay. Okay, I had a meeting scheduled with Pascal to receive the annual healthcare report. He arrived at my office with stacks of papers underneath both arms.
I can't remember his voice. I'll make up a new one.
Maybe it was the Italian.
He does look like a balding Mario. That is true.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go with that then. Mr. President.
He put the mountain of papers at my desk. It made a loud thud.
I know this seems like a lot. Reviewing this shouldn't take more than a day.
He measured the pile again.
Or maybe two. That sounds just great. Yeah, maybe. Very well. Thanks for bringing this in. Yeah, number 3.
Yeah.
No problemo at all. They contain very important information about the status of our health care. Salaries, spendings, hospital reports, whatever you like. We can go through this together.
The leader of the healthcare system. I mean, he just needs to summarize. All right, never mind.
Yeah, but I as a player want to know what this is all about.
He's not going to. Yeah. So there we go. I'll quickly summarize.
Okay.
Boom.
But I won't bore you, so I will quickly summarize.
I breathed a
relief as we
sigh.
put
Yeah,
in.
there we go. Yada yada. Okay, let's hear it.
So, we have concluded our report for the year. Thanks to the allocated funds, we have improved the healthcare of the country overall. I have used the resources to begin a comprehensive health reform. We have more patients treated, less waiting times, and higher treatment quality than the years before.
That's great. Thank you for your hard work, Pascal.
Just as I expected, it was a good decision. Spend the money on healthcare. Good. On my presence, I want Swedish people to have the best healthcare they can get.
No, we should thank him.
One or three, but yeah, we should show appreciation for his work.
Yeah,
I
there we
agree.
go.
This wouldn't be possible without your wise decision, Mr. President, so thank you. We are certainly on the right path to challenge even Lesbia or Valksland in the matter, but we are not there yet. However, give it a few more years and we might even surpass them. We need to get to the level of superpowers. Wow.
Yeah.
We can't simply follow the footsteps of other nations. No, Pascal, we will surpass them. I kind of... I think I'm leaning towards number 3, actually.
There we go.
Kind of give it that, hey ho, let's go
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Keep up the good work.
Yeah, so we will. Moving on.
Pascal skimmed the rest of the document before putting it down.
The investments we poured into our rural health facilities has paid off greatly. The quality of care increased due to the upgraded equipment, and
Nice.
we were able to hire more healthcare staff.
Excellent. The people of the countryside deserve better healthcare services. Done.
Inadequate is the best enemies. So close to beating it. Make sure they know we're the ones who gave it. Yeah, number 1. Yes, they have been neglected for a long time due to political reasons. Not anymore. All these efforts have resulted in a clear increase of quality in health services provided to our citizens.
He cleared his throat.
Now that I have given you the short summary,
Uh-oh.
there is a very important matter to discuss.
Do we double the deficit and keep on going, or take out the loan?
Yeah, I kinda have a feeling
Yeah.
it's something along those lines.
Yeah. Leaning over to grab his briefcase, he pulled out a tan-coloured package. The package was stamped with big red letters that read confidential. Pascal opened the package and brought out a few documents. He handed them over to me. Take a look. I took the documents from his hand. It was a report from the Ministry of Health. Each page had a stamp on it that read for the President eyes only. The report was titled Polio Outbreak in Bergia. Oh, how bad is it?
Yeah.
Well,
For now, it seems to be under control. We have put a few villages under quarantine. The total number of infected are currently 1,467. The toll is at 23 so far.
well, that's not so bad.
If we have more outbreaks, the result will be terrible. Thankfully, we have received additional funding to our health care. This should curb the infection ratio, although I am afraid even that might not be enough. This is a very serious matter, Mr. President. Lives of Swedish citizens are at stake. What can we do about it?
Yeah. Let's do that.
We have done our research. There is a cure. A vaccination was recently invented in United Cantana by a doctor, and the formula has been made available for free in the entire world.
Oh, lovely.
No matter what people think about United Cantana, if the same thing happens in Arcasia, we would be paying the price for it. Thanks to the very good decision made by you to increase the funding of our healthcare, we have the capability to produce this vaccine locally.
Oh, lovely.
Nice. But I am afraid simply having the vaccine won't help. We need to make sure they are administered. We need to implement a nationwide mandatory polio
Oh,
vaccination
it's gonna
policy.
the budget, man. Ugh.
Mm, maybe. With your order, I can immediately get to work to ensure we are doing whatever it takes. This might seem excessive, however, it is absolutely necessary.
Uh, what do we do?
Let's, whatever it takes, do it. Let's observe the situation first.
So 1,000. Okay,
Um,
1,500 people in a few villages, and 23 deaths. Um,
it's not much, but
it's
as you said,
yeah,
if it spreads to, if it gets out of quarantine, it could decimate us.
yeah.
At least from what I get out of what he said.
But I mean,
Um,
he hasn't made bad decisions. I mean, it's coming from a decent place. I think we just need to say whatever it takes, man. And you know what? Polio is a bastard. So
yeah, and also we did pretty early on say that
yeah,
education and healthcare
yeah,
would probably be our highest priorities.
yeah. So
So yeah, I would say number one,
all
fuck
right,
the budget.
excellent. Now if you
Excelente. Now, if you will excuse me, I must go to work immediately.
he got up from his seat,
Thank you for your time, Mr. President.
and we got the welfare state achievement.
Nice.
He left my office, leaving me alone with a lot of paperwork to go through. Okay,
All
so
right.
the budget hasn't been affected. The economy still stays about the same.
See, that's what happens when you spend money on good healthcare, America. You can make your own vaccine and you don't have to pay for it anymore.
Okay, Lothar Group opens its first private prison. The
I'm
Lothar
sorry,
Group.
I'm sorry, calling out America was kind of called for.
Yeah, it's okay. It's finished constructing a private prison complex in the rural area just outside Vsord, comprising maximum and minimum security facilities. The new complex is about the same size as Antel Rock, but promises to house twice as many prisoners thanks to the smaller cells and stacked bunker beds. Oh dear.
What's Antle Rock?
I think Antel Rock is supposed to be like Alcatraz, right? Yeah.
Coastal cities, high cliff, fishing
Yeah.
town, recreational activity, beautiful from the seaside, dolphin,
Yeah.
whales, sharks.
Yeah, it's just Antel Rock is surrounded by water on all sides. So,
Okay,
yeah, it's just Alcatraz, man.
okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
So, journal's been upgraded. We don't need to worry about that. And there's a country overview. Welfare. Wow. Epidemic prevented.
Ha ha!
We are not doing too bad with regards to welfare. It's all mostly in the green, which ain't bad.
Huh? What about our economy?
Economy, still pretty leaning towards the bad side, I'm afraid. So, maybe it will help. Alright. Big decisions. Oh, shit.
Wait, we have another
Uh-huh.
one to
Oh,
our
yeah.
left.
Okay. Estord, free medicine.
Citizen Estor has received the first completely free prescription medicine. Some cancer and diabetes patients have expressed how much the measure relieved their finances. A poor family gave an interview thanking the presidency for allowing their parents to live. It is reported that the measure has been successful around the country as well.
Well, that's kind of good.
Ah, feels good, man. Feels good.
It does feel good. Okay. Healthcare spending. And
Start new programs.
read the report from Halsod. Okay. Fair Trade Commission is established. Let's do that. Fair Trade Commission has opened up in Halsord today and began coordinating with the Central Bank, National Business Council, and the Ministry of the Economy to get an analysis on the competition issues that potential regulation legislation. Okay. The effort to bring fairness to trade and commerce in Swordland is led by a visionary small business owner who sued Heart of Swordland in an unfair competition bid and won in court. All right. So, healthcare spending or less smoke bill?
Let's go with smoke bill, because why not?
Alright.
It's been a while since we had one of those.
The less smoke bill. The Assembly passes an amendment to the tax bill of 1944 in order to increase tax revenue and reduce the excessive amount of tobacco consumption in the general populace. Section 1 of TB 44, which had imposed a 10% tax on all tobacco packages, will be increased to 30% on all tobacco products sold in the country. Section 2 will protect local industries by giving them a full tax exemption if the products are designed to export to other countries. Yes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, so the economy went down, but the budget went up. All right.
Well, it's still heading in a good direction. I mean, the budget is the hardest one to raise.
Welfare, tobacco consumption reduced.
Yeah, see, and it's in
Alright.
the green. Yay.
Yeah, but I mean, still, the economy needs to do better.
Still better than it was when we started.
Yeah, the whole sword post after you.
Time to smoke less. The administration has signed the less smoke bill aimed at increasing tax income for the government and to reduce the high tobacco consumption. Tobacco was recently discovered as dangerous to personal health after research in United Cantana published an international paper. There have been opposing voices on the increase of the pack of cigarettes, especially foreign ones that are favored by the Swordish.
Right. Curving times. Smokes taxed. The GNA passed an amendment to the tax bill of 1944 by increasing the tax by 20% and imposing tax exemption on local tobacco products destined for transport. President Rain has signed the bill into law, which triggered a dozen companies from working class citizens who smoke often. Health officials around the country have praised the discouragement of tobacco with the increased taxes. There is a debate in the administration if the administration acted on this to increase taxes or to reduce the public health concerns, or it may be both.
I would say maybe both.
Yeah. Healthcare spending.
Okay, budget going down again.
Okay, yeah. There is a significant budget left in the Ministry of Health that can spend on several different programs in order to improve healthcare further. Funds could be used to create medical scholarship, build the state-of-art medical school, or give free eye tests or dental care. What are we going to do?
I mean, considering how high grade our welfare is at this time,
Yeah.
maybe we should keep that money for future use, as in don't
Terra.
spend.
Terra. We tighten it. I mean, yes, but it's almost a free go. We can. It's a free go or gain more budget. So why do we not choose one of the four options in order to to better the populace, so to speak?
Okay, if we're
it's a
gonna
free
do
roll.
that,
And you know what? The budget is the budget, right?
okay. So assuming the budget doesn't move if we choose one of the top four choices.
Yeah.
Let's see. Dental care you're gonna use your teeth all your life.
Yeah.
Same with the eyes. Medical school means that we already probably have at least one somewhere.
Yeah.
And medical scholarship, is that actually really necessary? Well,
I mean, we would train more doctors and nurses, right? So.
Yeah, but I mean, we have already spent a lot of money on healthcare in the past.
We have. So, do we want better doctors and nurses? A school?
Well, I think medical scholarship is more doctors and nurses.
Yeah.
And the medical school is a better quality of nurses and doctors.
Well, no, I mean it would just be the equipment available, right? And then free eye tests and
Uh,
free
la-
demo. So it would be last two are given to the people, and then the first one's opportunity there at least to get a scholarship or medical tourism. What do we want?
so scholarship, more health professionals.
Yeah,
State of the art medical school, better quality
and
health
therefore
professionals.
maybe we might have people from other countries coming in and paying the services and medical tourism.
That might be one thing. Yeah, that is
Yeah.
true.
Uh,
I mean, it would be something of a bragging point around the world if we build a state of the art.
yeah.
But then again, eye tests and dental care. I mean, speaking as someone with glasses myself, free eye tests doesn't necessarily mean that you get free glasses.
True.
No, okay. If this is a free one, why not go with the state of the art medical school?
All right. I can agree.
Hey, budget went up 3 to 4.
Oh yeah, the economy went up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
economy, not budget. Sorry.
Household post.
Health department.
Okay, you read.
You sure?
Yes.
Because you seem very eager
No,
to steal,
no,
steal my
no.
steal my news.
No, after you.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna read.
Okay.
Sure, you're not gonna interrupt?
I'm not going to interrupt.
Yes, you are.
No.
Health department to fund. See, I told you. Health department to fund a new medical school. Anton Rain dedicated a significant portion of his increased health budget towards building a state-of-the-art medical school in Swordland. Though expensive, the decision may end up saving the government money as it provides our country with a large number of medical personnel equipped to handle whatever health emergencies may arise.
Ooh, excellent. So
Was that why the economy went up then?
I guess state-of-the-art medical school, the welfare state. Look at that. At least we've done something pretty good for the country, Terra. Everyone's healthy.
For once in every 30 episodes.
Yeah. Support Ashraf anniversary. Okay, what are we doing? Are we attending or are we not?
I would say attend with armored convoy. No, I would say we just attend. Armored convoy. That's basically what you said. It's all about us.
Yeah.
Look at me coming in with armored convoy. No, I'd say we just attend.
All right. I'll go with you on this one, even though I think it's a bad idea. Okay.
I'm hopeful.
Solidarity for Watani Ashraf's anniversary. Here we go. After making a stop in Dyer to meet with the governor of Bergia, Felix Bron, we finally arrived in the ancient walled city of Suzerain. More than 2 decades ago, the city gained particular importance for the Bluddish people due to the Izam incident, which was the reason for our visit. It was the anniversary of the Izam incident and the death of Watini Asharaf. The event took place in the aptly named Izam Square. Just, it's almost like Jism in my mind. Several blocks away from the site of the tragic incident, which currently lays under Lake Sol, together with the ruins of the sunken city. Okay, we drove in the presidential's Cadilla as we entered the city's old paved streets between its rundown buildings. Our convoy could barely fit the narrow streets, disrupting local traffic and creating a noisy chaos in this normally tranquil city. The passers-by looked upon us with concern as we drove towards the square. I must say, this was a good decision, sir. This will help ease the tensions. Will it? I don't know. I hope so.
I would say this is my intention all along.
All right.
To help ease tensions.
As expected. We're almost there. I can hear the crowd. I heard the chants and shouting from outside. Lucian leaned in closer to the window, listening to their voices. They are telling us to go back where we came from. There we go. I knew it was going to be a bad idea. As we approached the large crowds that assembled in the square, there were probably at least 10,000 people. Most of them were yelling profanities and obscenities at me. As our convoy slowed down, the young Bluddish man ran in front of our vehicle and spat on the window as I was looking out from. Oh dear.
No, don't do anything.
Alright. Our vehicle came to a stop. My driver exited the vehicle and opened the door for me. We were greeted by Mansoon Lecky. Yeah, okay. He wore a coat over his suit which was marked with the red and turquoise stripes of the Bluddish movement's flag. He moved towards to greet us.
Welcome to Suzerain, Mr. President.
Looks like I'm not welcome here, Mr. Lecky.
Let's see. Raise his hand in a display of unity. Shake his hand.
Shake his hand.
In a display of unity, I would probably say number 3.
Because that just, I don't know, it's too showboaty.
Yeah, that is.
This isn't about politics. This isn't about politics. It's an event. So shake his hand. Mr. Lecky.
Mr. Gallard, welcome. Shall we move to the sanctuary then?
Let's go. We started making our way to the Suzerain sanctuary, which stood at the end of the square. A much smaller replica of the Archon Sanctuary and Dire, this building emanated a mystical aura due to its age and blackened walls. We entered the building through the ornamented large metal gates. As we walked, the noise of the crowd started to fade out. Everyone started to get quiet for the ceremony. Thousands of candles were burning inside the sanctuary, one for each person that died in Ism. The red candle at the centre was for Watini Ashraf. Mansoon gestured toward the candles.
I would say pick up a candle.
Yeah.
Because we're not gonna probably not gonna touch the candle that is meant for him.
I picked up one of the candles. He picked up the candle for a sheriff and started walking out. Many others followed suit, including us. The atmosphere outside was completely changed. The crowd was now completely silent. We slowly walked towards a sheriff's grave. On the way, hundreds of people joined us. Someone from the crowd shouted at me, breaking the silence. Don't mock the dead, you racist dog. You are defiling that candle with your hands.
Keep walking.
Keep walking, there we go. When we arrived, he pointed a huge standing torch above the grave. Together with Mansoon, I suppose. Maybe try and do it at the same time.
I mean, I would think we would be briefed on this
I guess, yeah.
thing. But I mean, if he points to it, so yeah, let's slide it together with him.
Cool. We lit the torch together. I turned around and realized that the sheer amount of people who were following us, they were all looking at me, waiting to hear what I would have to say. My fellow citizens? Yeah?
I mean, we gotta keep in mind that this is about their ritual.
Yeah.
So my fellow citizens basically says, "Look at me, I'm the president." So for that reason, I kind of feel that brothers and sisters might be a better thing, as in trying to smooth out as we are one people.
I think fellow citizens does it just enough. I mean,
I still say number 1 actually.
I don't know.
I mean, we are here to kind of reach out a hand.
We
calling
are.
them brothers and sisters kind of indicates that we are at least trying to reach out an olive branch.
You know what it says to me though? It says to me that we're of a different ilk to these people, and then just standing up and going, what's up, my brother? I don't know. It doesn't stand right.
Well, my fellow citizens really puts us apart from them.
Oh, yeah, my
By
fellow.
saying, but
Yeah, we're all one. We're all citizens
yeah,
of Swordland.
but my fellow citizens, as in my underlings.
No, but fellow, a fellow person. It's immediately comes back down again to my
Number one.
Okay, all right. We'll go number one with you then. All right. I'll bow to your wisdom.
If this invades us from behind, it's up to me.
2.
Let's see. We're here to mourn Watani Ashraf and many others who have lost their lives. We're here to mourn those who tragically lost their lives in Ism. Well, it is the Ashraf ceremony, so do we mention by name? But I mean, it is centered around him because of the name.
It
so...
is, but I mean, at the same time, 23 other people died or whatever it was. So I mean,
yeah, but I mean, if we are at Ashraf's ceremony and not mention him by name, I mean, he even has a red candle to signify that he stands out specifically.
I suppose.
So for that reason, I would say number one again.
All right.
I mean, he doesn't negate everyone else who died. It's just that his name because of the ceremony itself.
Fair enough. Today's president, I'm standing here as one of you. They won't accept that.
No, I don't think so. Brave men and women who only want to protect their land. I condemn the events that led to the death of these. Yeah, I would say number 3.
No. I think 3 goes without saying, but I mean, you can. Just say they were brave.
Yeah. Let's play on their feeling of their community feeling.
Yeah.
So let's go number 2.
Despite the attempts to divide us, our people will stand as one. We are Sword, we are Blood, we are all united under one flag. Okay, interesting.
I like that one. That one.
I share your hatred and anger. I feel it too. I assure you, like a red hot metal, it takes a long time for it to cool down. But I look at the lost lives and think, what would they want? And while we don't know what they would exactly want, I assure you this administration will do absolute best to mend the wounds. 1.
Yeah.
Boom.
Because we can't put ourselves in their shoes. What would they want?
Oh, an old man from the crowd yelled, "Your flag, your nation."
Let me finish. Don't play into the hands of the separationists. United we stand, divided we fall. Pay no attention. I mean, I kind of want to go number 2, but I mean, he has a right to speak his mind.
He does, but at the same time,
but
we still want unity,
Yeah, and we do need to unite everyone or everyone who lives in the country. This is a tough one. 2 or 3. Okay, dice, where are you? There you are. 2. So it is number 3. Pay no attention.
Oh, I thought you said 2. Right, never mind.
All right.
I dream of Swordland. I truly unite Swordland, a country where being blued or sued does not matter. We're all the same before God. Remember the words: love thy brothers and love thy sisters. You must try to stay together in the face of adversity against all odds.
I kind of like number 1. Where being a blood or a sword does not matter. Yeah,
well, I can agree with that. Boom. I feel responsible and ashamed for the actions of my predecessors. No, you should never do that. Let us be a testament of our unity to the future generation. Let's stand together, Blue and sword. Yeah, that makes a good sense. Mistakes were made in the past. Innocent people of Isam paid the price, but we cannot let the past divide us. 2 or 3, I think, but I'm leaning probably more towards 2.
Yeah, number 1 is out, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably say number 2 because, again, let's stand together as Blood and Sword.
Alright. I need help from each and every one of you to make this country a better place for everyone. Responsibility falls on all of our shoulders because we don't have anyone but each other. 2.
Yeah, it is the responsibility of every citizen to do their best for the country.
Morning will come. To our unit.
Yeah. No, that doesn't sound like a good ending.
There we go.
Because
Morning
we
will
don't
come.
have... Yeah, that sounds actually better.
There was no reaction from the crowd, only silence.
Oh, better than booing.
I suppose. Mansoon leaned in closer to me.
I must admit, Mr. President, that was a good speech. I hope this crowd thinks the same.
Just doing my duty, I suppose. I don't know.
No. I would say either 1 or 3.
Well,
But the crowd obviously doesn't think the same because of silence.
yeah. He extended his hand for me for a handshake. Shake his hand. Hug him.
Oh.
Shake his hand. Let's just be, yeah. Just have dignity.
Wait! Don't be so damn hasty every time. I mean, yeah, sure, he extends his hand, but if we hug him, means we take it one step further to try and cross the gulch or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, true, but let's try and think logically. So we just hired a deeply conservative woman who's probably conservative values, maybe a little bit. I think we should just keep it safe.
Yeah, but no.
Shake his hand.
Yeah, but you're thinking way too far ahead. We gotta think in this situation with the people around us where we are right now.
I suppose.
And hugging him means that we are attempting to take it one step closer of mending the past and creating a new way forward together.
You want to give him a big old bear hug?
Well, maybe not necessarily a bear hug, but yeah, I think a hug kind of shows that we are willing to take the first step in trying to mend.
All right.
The yeah.
Instead of going for the handshake, I spread my arms out and hugged him. Suddenly, the whole crowd started clapping. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Mr. President. I don't know if any of this makes. Oh no, it's your
See, you were too eager.
I am too eager.
Thank you, Mr. President. I don't know if any of this really makes a difference after what you have done against the Bluddish people.
I haven't done anything. We gave them rights. We gave them more seats in Parliament. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm also trying to rattle my brain. What do you mean what we've done? Still, you came here to Suzerain for the anniversary of the Isam incident. That is a good start.
Lucian must near me. Sir, it's time to go. We started making our way back to the convoy. Well done, sir. This will prove very useful in the upcoming elections. What's the rush?
Yeah. Or maybe not everything is about votes.
I suppose.
I kind of like that one.
Yeah. It's not? We entered our vehicles and started making our way back home to Suzerain.
That is exactly the response I was expecting from him.
Yeah.
What? It's not all about votes? What?
Alright.
What kind of world are you living in, sir?
Let's see. The radical.
Oh god. Brotherhood of the People. President Rain surprised the country with his attendance at Ashraf anniversary. He joined the vigil alongside Mansoon Leke on the day Swordland remembers Watani Ashraf. He has delivered a heartfelt speech that resonated among the crowd. We hope that his words won't just stay as words. Long live Brotherhood of the People.
Alright. Whole sort. Briefing on the current political situation. Right. I walked into the White Room with a cup of coffee in hand. My vice president had scheduled a meeting on the current political situation. I opened the door and entered the room. Gloria immediately stood up. Good morning, Mr. President. Good morning. I wanted to provide you with some quick updates on the current political situation. That's Lucian's job. She pulled out a few documents from her briefcase and laid them on the table. Mr. Hall has reported to me that he is currently putting the finishing touches on the new economic plan.
Yeah, Dr. Simon Hall.
Yes, yeah. He said he wanted to solidify the plan before it is presented to you. He will schedule a meeting soon to go over our options. Alright. The administration. Oh, I don't know. Simon can pull it off, I'm sure. He never failed us before.
We're expecting good ideas and even better outcomes that better be good for his own good. Wow.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah, I would say expecting good ideas.
Yeah, alright.
I mean, a little pressure on him won't hurt him, I guess.
Yeah. Of course, so am I. She closed the folder and put away the documents. Next up on the docket. Next, it's time to talk about our election proposals. There was a sharp, soft knock on the door.
Sharp, soft knock.
Yeah. I hope that's all right with you. I have invited Mr. Gallade to this portion of the meeting. Of course. Gloria went to the door. Lucian walked in. Mr. President, Miss Vice President. If Lucian still resented the choice of Vice President, he did not show it. His tone was nothing but cordial and professional. The three of us sat down. Gloria handed out a new set of documents. Mrs. Torrey, I'll let you take the lead on this. Gladly, Mr. Gallade. I've just received the results of the vote poll commissioned by Peter Vectern shortly before this, we shall say, his departure. To put it in plain language, it's not great. Bad even. The USP stands to lose up to 20% of the vote compared to last time around.
What? How?
Well, the budget, the economy. Yeah, it's always about the economy. You know, to quote a line, it's the economy, stupid. You know, it's, yeah.
Well, let's be optimistic. We still have time to win them over.
We do.
Yeah, so let's try and keep an optimistic spin on it.
A year isn't a very long time, Mr. President. But yes, we can definitely gain more votes if we think strategically. Which, presumably, is why you have retained the services of your chief strategist, Lucian Gallade. Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Lucian, are you still sore about this? Let it go.
Do you have something to add, Lucian?
Yeah, why not?
Boom. No, pardon my interruption. Gloria shuffled some more pages around. Looking at the demographics of the voters polled, you've fallen out in favour with Conservatives. Less than half of them are likely to vote for you. The Liberal base appears divided, but you have a considerable number of supporters there. Okay, well, that's good. For better or for worse, it's quite a few nationalists appear on track to vote for you. Alright, cool.
Okay.
If you have ever had any support from socialists, you've completely lost it for now. Okay. Unsurprisingly, none of the Bluddish poll respondents said that they were planning to vote for you. Okay. Lastly, we can't expect votes from the centrists and unaffiliated voters unless we do something to win them over.
What the hell?
Oh! So what do we suggest?
How did this happen? I mean, we... All right.
You can't please all of the people some of the time.
Seems like we can't even please some of the people anytime.
Yeah.
What the hell?
So what do you suggest?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Well, listen, I'm aware I was selected as vice president at least partly because of my access to the USP's conservative wing. I can give you some insight into gaining more conservative votes if you wish. Go ahead. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Never mind. This Women's Rights Commission of yours, I did warn you against moving too fast on that front. Giving the women's rights activists everything they want all at once is guaranteed to scare the Conservatives off. Oh dear. If all else fails, fall back on Swordland's military might. I'm personally not a fan of jingoism, but it works on certain segments of the base. Right.
I'm not going to pander to flag-waving mouth breathers.
Yeah.
With nothing if not a patriot, I'll rally the troops. I don't need to court conservatives that badly. I think I'm leaning either 2 or 3. Because I mean, bad mouthing your own people like that is.
The thing is, rallying the troops, that could also be seen as saber rattling with Rumberg again.
Yeah, it might. Then again, I don't need to court conservatives that badly. I mean, we do have a lot of other people we could find court.
We do, but hey ho. All right, what are we picking?
Yeah, what are we picking? I mean, we are a patriot. We are trying to do the best we can for our country.
Yeah.
Rallying the troops, as you said, that can mean a lot of things.
Yeah.
But it does sound, but it does sound more like saber rattling than trying.
I don't know. I mean, maybe it's just my paranoid mind, but I don't know. I think out of the best, one would say let's not pander to nationalists, but I mean, what was I standing with nationalists?
We did have someone to try to vote for us as is.
Yeah. So I don't know. We seem stuck, mate. I don't think we're gonna get a second term.
Well, we're not there yet, so let's see what my dice tells me. My dice tells me to vote for number 2.
All right.
We're nothing if not a patriot.
Anyway, that's my advice. For what it's worth. Great. Lucian, what are your thoughts? Okay. Lucian smiled and bowed his head slightly. Oh, this man. Thank you, Mr. President. This may sound like common sense, but a convincing enough campaign can succeed where policies fail. Even if you've opted not to focus on your campaign at the moment, I'd still advise you to seize every chance for exposure that you can. Okay.
I'll take that into account.
Yeah, I guess. Good. One more thing. There is not an insignificant portion of undecided voters who don't care who occupies the Maroon Palace, as long as the economy is running smooth. Yes, it's all about the economy, stupid. Yeah. Propping up the economy just ahead of the election is a surefire way to win them over. It's all on Simon.
Well, maybe not all of it, but a big part, yes.
Understated hero.
Oh man, everyone's expecting me to pull through.
Oh my god, I think I've wet my pants.
Again.
Yeah.
Well, either thanks for the advice or good to know, I guess.
Good to know. Lucian nodded in acknowledgement. Our country seems to be stable so far, but we should avoid further crisis if we want to come out of this term strong. There are some worrying news. The Lothberg group is up to something. My informants have been talking about frequent meetings happening between the oligarchs. this covers most of it. Great. Both are dismissed.
Wait. I've heard enough. Gloria, was that all for today? Maybe she has something to say about what he said. Right,
Yes.
okay.
That's everything I had on my mind. Good work, both of you.
Yeah.
Done. I'll see you shortly. I left the room to attend my next meeting. Oh dear. Right. Okay.
We just can never. We can never catch a break, can we?
Well, it's certainly
Because now all the oligarchs are pistol tassling.
Well, I have a funny feeling, and I haven't looked at all that further, but I mean, judging from the achievements that we talked about long ago, I think the oligarchs will try and push Peter to run for election. It could work.
Okay.
Yeah, it could be a thing. But you read the whole sword post,
Right.
and I'll read the radical.
Okay. Government imposed mandatory vaccine policy. The administration has imposed that everyone in the country has to be vaccinated against polio disease. The disease barely claimed more or less 1,000 people